If you've ever seen your bird puff up into a little feathery ball and wondered what it means, you're not alone. That simple fluffing behavior is actually one of the most misunderstood signals in the bird world, and it can mean anything from pure bliss to a silent cry for help. Picture this: your parrot, cockatiel, or budgie suddenly transforms. One moment it's sleek and alert, the next it's a fluffy, rounded puffball, feathers standing slightly away from its body. It might look cozy, even cute, but that's exactly where many owners get it wrong. Because that fluffing isn't random. It's a nuanced form of communication, a silent language written in feathers. And if you know how to read it, you can understand your bird's emotions, health, and even its hidden needs on a deeper level. So let's unravel the mystery together. To really grasp what your bird is saying when it fluffs up, you first need to see the world through its eyes. Birds are prey animals by nature. In the wild, showing weakness can be dangerous. So they've evolved to communicate through subtle body cues rather than obvious sounds or gestures. Feather position is one of their primary tools. When a bird fluffs its feathers, it's changing the insulation layer next to its skin, trapping air to regulate temperature, yes, but also sending social signals to flock members and to you. The key is that context is everything. The same fluffed appearance can mean comfort, illness, aggression, or affection, depending on the situation. And that's where most interpretations go astray. Let's break down the 5 most common reasons birds fluff their feathers, and how to tell them apart. The first, and most innocent, is relaxation and comfort. You'll often see this in the evening or when your bird is settling down for a nap. The fluffing is gentle, the eyes might be partly closed, and the bird seems calm and still. This is the feather equivalent of us slipping into cozy pajamas. It's a sign of feeling safe and secure. If your bird does this while perched near you or softly chattering, it's a good sign. It trusts its environment. Then there's temperature regulation. Birds fluff up in cooler conditions to trap a layer of warm air against their skin. You might notice this near a drafty window or in an air-conditioned room. The behavior is usually temporary. Once they warm up, the feathers smooth back down. But if your bird is constantly puffed and shivering, it might be a sign the room is too cold for them. On the flip side, a bird that's too hot might also fluff briefly to encourage airflow, but it's less common now. Here's where it gets more complex. Sick birds often fluff up. This is the one every owner should learn to recognize. When a bird is unwell, it fluffs its feathers to conserve energy and heat. It's trying to self-comfort. But unlike the relaxed fluff, a sick bird usually stays puffed for long periods, may sit low on the perch or even on the cage floor, and often closes its eyes or seems lethargic. The fluffing here looks messier, less controlled. If you see this, especially with other signs like loss of appetite or labored breathing, it's time for a vet visit. Early detection can save lives. Another meaning, aggression or fear. Yes, fluffing can be a warning. In this case, the bird often accompanies the fluffed feathers with other signals: pinned eyes, a crouched posture, raised wings, or an open beak. The fluffing makes the bird look bigger, an attempt to intimidate a perceived threat. This is common when a bird is defending its territory or feels cornered. It's saying, "Back off." Misreading this as an invitation to interact can lead to a bite. And finally, there's the fluff of affection and bonding. Some birds, especially parrots, will do a very specific, rapid fluff and smooth motion when they see their favorite person. It's often followed by soft chirps or beak grinding. This is a happy, social behavior, a feathered hug, if you will. It says, "I'm glad you're here." So how do you tell these apart in real time? Watch the whole body. A content bird is relaxed in posture with normal breathing and maybe sleepy eyes. A stressed or aggressive bird is tense, focused, and may vocalize. A sick bird is quiet, inactive, and often isolates itself. The fluffing is just one piece of the puzzle, but when you combine it with other cues, you start understanding a language you never knew your bird was speaking. What's beautiful about this is that once you learn it, your relationship changes. You stop guessing and start understanding. You know when your bird is truly happy, when it's chilly, when it wants space, or when it needs help. That knowledge builds trust. And in a world where birds so often hide their vulnerabilities, being seen and understood is everything. Which of your bird's behaviors have you always wondered about? Share your experiences in the comments. Let's decode your pet's hidden language together.